So this session today is all about a few of my learnings from the last 4 days. I started my journey with Tony Robbins back in 1990. In 1999. I started my journey with Tony Robbins in 1999, where somebody gifted me this book, Awaken the Giant Within You. I was a very young girl, okay, very immature as well. I read that book back and forth, front and back to front, again and again, and made notes. That book changed my life completely. It changed the way I saw things. It changed the way I served my community. It changed the way I looked after my family. It changed the way I looked after myself, my belief systems. And that's why I was able to give back to people, because I transformed myself from within. And for many years, for a few years after that, I followed all his videos, cassettes, whatever. And then for many years, I lost track. And I lost track of my life then. This guy is one of the best motivational speakers that I need to switch this notification off, that I've ever seen and I've ever encountered. I had a dream last year to be on the same stage as Tony Robbins, because he was supposed to come to India and there was going to be a contest of the best speaker in the country. And I practiced for months for that, and COVID-19 happened. And I knew that he was not going to come. But it took me by surprise when they said that Tony is going live from Florida, and they're opening up the program to Asia and India as well. Australia, Asia, and India. And I registered for it. I just invested in it. The reason I'm telling you this is, when you invest in a mentor, there's a lot you get out of that mentor. And now I'm in his mastermind sessions. I'm part of his Facebook group. And it is already transforming my life. The 4 days that I attended the sessions were super busy, which was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We would start at 5:30 in the morning and end at 6:45 in the evening, with just a 30-minute break. There was no toilet break, there was no water break, there was no lunch break, there was nothing. That's the kind of commitment and dedication that somebody like Tony works with. And the reason I'm such an ardent fan of his is because I want to model that dedication into my community. That's it. I have no other reason. So today what I've done is, I made notes, very brief notes, and I'm going to read them out to you. I'm sorry, I'm going to read them out to you, but for those of you who want to write them down, write it down, because some of these nuggets are priceless. The recording of this will go into the Inner Circle vault, but be very attentive, okay? So the first thing I want to ask you all is, why are you here? Take a moment to reflect upon why you have enrolled in this program. Why did you make this decision? What are your commitments to get the best out of this program? And why are you here, really here? And then there is the difference between success and failure. So there is what is called as the success cycle. You know how we see that some people who are successful are always successful. And then we call them lucky people. That's not true. People who succeed have the momentum. The more they succeed, the more they want to succeed. The more they find a way to succeed. Similarly, if someone is failing, the tendency to get on a downward spiral, that can even become a self-prophecy. I'm not enough. He is successful and I'm not successful because I don't know. I have this problem and that problem. People's potential is almost unlimited. Your potential is almost unlimited. But do you reflect upon it? Do you even give yourself a moment and ask yourself, what are you so good at? Your focus is on what you are not good at rather than what you are good at. Your focus is what you are not achieving rather than what you have already achieved. And that is why when I ask a lot of you, how much weight have you lost? You would have just said 500 grams only. 500 is more than someone who gained 500 kilos somewhere in the world. You got to learn to create an extraordinary quality of life for yourself. Experiencing the things you want to happen is one thing, but consciously working towards it is another thing. So the question is, what creates an extraordinary life? What are the forces that shape the direction of our lives and determine our destiny? There is no good luck and bad luck. I don't believe in good luck and bad luck. Most important, how can we harness upon the forces to create a life of happiness, joy, success, fulfillment, health, and a meaningful life? So there are three mandates of life over here. See things as they are, not worse than they are. I'll repeat myself. You've got to learn to see things the way you are and not worse than the way they are. See it better than it is. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. A situation that you could be going through, an emotional trauma that you are going through, a financial trauma that you might be going through, it's not that bad. Create your vision the way you see it, the way you want it. Focus on the way you want things, not focus on what it is, or not focus on what it was. Focus on what you want. So how do we change? Change is automatic. Progress is not. If you want to progress, you need to change your strategies. When you change your strategies, when one strategy is not working, move to the other, and when the other is not working, move to the third. Knock on 10 doors till you find it. Therefore, repetition is the mother of skill. And that is why I tell you to go and repeat the workouts. When you go into the community and repeat the workouts, you get skilled at what you are doing. When you get skilled at what you are doing, you're burning more calories. Momentum is the secret to a lifetime success. So never stop, never let a day go by when there is no momentum. Because life's too short. You don't know what life is in store for you the next day. And what about the results? If you are uncertain, you will take little action. But if you are certain, you will take massive action. If you are certain that you are going to get the results, you will take massive action. And there is no way in the world that you will not get the results. Therefore, your belief systems, if they are messed up, you're going to go spiraling down. But if you believe in what you want to achieve, you will go spiraling up. Therefore, change your belief systems. Visualize, create, and you shall achieve. And the best way to do it is with energy. Energy is the basis of everything. And where do you get that energy from? Not from the food that you eat. Energy is a habit. So many times, a lot of people, when I step out, or a lot of people from the community have asked me, where do I get this energy from? I get that from within me. One of the times when there was a session, live session going on, and there was Shibi Shushmita who was doing the workout, and like this, the video was on, thankfully, and I saw her sitting down. And when I pinged her and I messaged her, she told me that she was low on energy. And all I mentioned to her is, get the energy from within you. The power lies inside of you, not outside of you. Food is something that you put in from outside of you. That is why you need to retrain your nervous system. And today I want to give you an excellent tool, which I learned from Tony, which I do already, but I'm going to show that to you. So stay until the end. Train yourself to get what you want. And there is no way in the world you will not get it. No way in the world. There are no buts and ifs after that. The moment you told a but, you're not going to get the results. You messed it up. So therefore, there are 3 decisions you need to make today. What are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on the petty things that go around in your life? Or are you going to focus on that one single goal? Guys, whatever is your goal, you're in this community, all of you are here for weight loss. Focus on that then. I can tell you one thing, that you can never get the results if you focused on 10 different things. If you today want to focus on losing 10 kgs, and if you want to focus on making 10 lakhs in a month, you cannot do both. You have to choose one. And there is no but and if after that. Because if you learn to be successful in achieving what you focus on, then you can replicate that same system and focus on making the 10 lakhs. Does it make sense? Yes or no? Type in yes or no in the chat box. And therefore, you need to know, what does this one single goal mean to you? It's got to mean the world. That's it. There are no buts and ifs. There should not be another day that goes by. Let these talks not be motivational talks for you to listen, get motivated, and then you wake up tomorrow morning and you go back to your old ways. Guys, let this not be that. I want this community to get transformed. I really want it today. So if you have understood what that means to you, let's take the example of weight loss, because that's why everyone's here. Then you've got to ask yourself, what should I do to get those results? And where do the answers lie? Type it up in the chat box. Where do the answers lie? Type it up in the chat box. Within you, within yourself, in the mind, within you, within us, within you. Perfect. In me, within me. Yes. All the answers lie within you. Does that mean that we are always going to be successful? No. Setbacks will come. Challenges will come. What do we do when we get challenges? We dust ourselves. We stand up. We look at the universe and say, was that your best shot? That's it. And you move. And then failures come again. Nobody wants to talk about failures. Failure is never a lack of resources. It is a lack of resourcefulness, which means that if you have tried one strategy and that's not worked, you give up. Let me give you the example of a child walking, a baby, a 1-year-old baby starts walking, you want to teach the baby walking. So you teach it on the first day, doesn't walk, fall down. 10th day, yes. 1 year, falls down. How long will you keep trying to make that child walk? Every day. You will never give up, right? You'll never give up. Likewise, until he learns perfect, till he walks, as long as it takes, till he walks and till he is independent. You're on this journey, you have a goal. How long are you going to try before you give up? Come on, everyone. 75 people in the room. Never till the goal is achieved. Yes. That doesn't mean you have your entire life, okay? Please. So therefore, your mantra should be creativity. Please write this down. Your mantra should be creativity, which means you will try everything. You will do what it takes. You will get creative. You will stay committed. You will be determined. If one doesn't work, the other will. You will be certain. Let me tell you that even if there is 1%, hello, listen, look here, look here, everyone. Even if there is 1%, even if there is 1% of uncertainty, you're not going to achieve it. Act as if it's impossible to fail. If today you go home with just this one message, act as if it is impossible to fail, and you will achieve it. Certainty, flexibility. Yeah, you're on this journey. Suddenly your mother-in-law has showed up from somewhere, father-in-law has showed up, uncle has showed up, auntie is also living there, attama also living there, and their grandchildren have also come there. That is the life of an Indian mother. That is the life of an Indian home. That is the life of an Indian parent. What do you do then? I'm not going to tell you all the answers. Give me the answer. What are you going to do then? Adjust. Guys, when you all are messaging, please do message to everyone. reschedule, keep going, still continue, make time, make time. So if you have everyone's breakfast, tea and everything starting at 6 o'clock, for which you have to prepare at 5 o'clock, what time will you do your workout? 4 o'clock. Yes, you will do your workout at 4 o'clock. That's the commitment. That is called dedication, and that is called commitment. And that's why stay strong on your vision. When you stay strong on your vision, you're going to be successful. So then Tony continues to say that there are 2 skills to master. The science of achievement, which means you've got to focus, take massive action, and he says grace. What I normally say, gratitude. Be in a state of gratitude and your entire life will change. And then learn to be fulfilled with what you have and not focus on what you have. The people who achieve are the people who are fulfilled all the time. They stay satisfied. Decide to live in a beautiful state no matter what. Oh my God, my mentor taught me this. It's so hard for me. Decide to live in a beautiful state no matter what. And if there is one person I know who lives this state, that's my husband, who taught me this years back. And I must admit that it's not easy. It ain't easy for me. It's not easy. I'm human being. But I'm getting there. Okay? And you can do it too. And that's why you need a 90-second rule. Problems need energy to live. 3 things that cause suffering is fear of loss. You could be fearful that you've lost someone loved. Fear of less. If you feel that you have less. Less could be anything. And the third fear is the fear of never, which a lot of you probably have. You're not 100% certain that you will achieve the results. And to get rid of these fears, Tony continues to say that appreciate and enjoy. Learn and grow. Love, give, and be grateful. And the deeper you are in that state of gratitude, the better your results. Your life will change. So there are 3 pillars of progress. If you want to progress, there are 3 pillars of progress. Get focused and get clear. Get the best tools for results. Get aligned and get integrated and then get the results. Therefore, creating a vital life, a life full of energy is very, very important. Come what may, you will spring out of bed and you will say, yes, I'll do it. So the most important thing in life to achieve anything is to be able to create a life full of energy, a life full of vitality. Vitality plays a major role in your journey with me. So whatever that is that pulls you back, put that away from you. Don't go near it. Fire. Would you go and stick your hand in fire? No, you'll stay away from it because you know it's going to hurt you. So whatever the negative forces around you are, cut the cords with those negative forces. Because those negative forces are the forces that are creating you to, are the forces that are pulling you down. Because now it's time for you to empower yourselves. It's time for you to take charge. It's time for you to get your life back in your hands, because your life and your health lies in your hands. It does not lie in my hands too. It lies in your hands. I'm only the medium between the universe and you. I'm only the medium to show you the path. The path is only 10% or 20%. Okay, I'm only 20% of your journey. 80% is from here. Stop running after things that are not serving you and the best, in your best health. And run after learning to master the power of the mind. Because it's just not life. It's the quality of life that I want you guys to live. Guys, how many of you want the Q&A section today? Can we skip it? Can we skip the Q&A session? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Because I want you to be soaked in this energy today. I want you to go back with this energy. So there is a 30-second, not 90-second rule, it was a 30-second activity that Tony made us do. And very strangely, I practice it all the time. Okay? So I felt really good that out of the 10 things that he asked us to do, I do 9 things. And the 10th thing was, he said, keep it in moderation. So I was very proud of myself this evening when I went for my walk and I was dwelling on this. I was very proud of myself that I actually practice what I preach. So I want you to also practice, because when you practice, and then when you tell your child or your husband or somebody to take charge of their health, you have earned the right. So I want each and every one of you to earn that right. So there is something that he taught us, which I'm going to share with you today. That, there are many times in our day, we start feeling dull, or we are upset if someone's told us something, and we don't know how to deal with it. Many a times, one of the fastest way to deal with it is to stand up and get your power back. So when you're like this, I don't know what to do, I'm so upset here, when you're like this, you need to bring your power back in you. And the fastest way to get your power back is by doing a 30-second jog, fast jog, wherever you are. And then go, yes, yes. And when you do that, you will, instead of feeling powerless, you will feel full of power. You will feel very energetic. Yeah. So one of the things that I want you to know, that guys, please go make those changes.